Alright, so boom. There are some songs that we don't be on the artist enough for making these monstrosities, and we be giving them a pass for making some really bad songs. That's why I'm also calling this video Underhated Rap Songs. Not underrated, underhated. These are tracks that I think are really whack, and I think more people need to be exposed to how bad these songs are. And if you already know these songs and you think they're fire for any reason, then I'm really on your ass. Because there is no way you can think these tracks are great. One track y'all should think is great though is Fool's Pride by the Detroit J. Cole on Instagram, better known as Coach E.
Hey, tell my mama we ain't make it till we seeing triple platinum. Till I'm out on center stage with people clapping. Till I grant your every wish like I'm the genie, you Aladdin. Till we make it out the field, I'm playing Madden while I'm rapping. When Coach E get to flowing, got him calling me smooth guy. I bet you couldn't step in my shoes, even with shoes tied. Know that I ain't stopping until I'm poolside. They said that I ain't know he was rapping, got him confused now.
Follow Coach E on his YouTube, man, and let him know, does he really deserve that title of calling himself the Detroit J. Cole? All of his socials would be linked in the pinned comment. But let's get started talking about songs that, man, we need to start holding these rappers accountable for making this garbage. Let's go. I know as soon as y'all saw the title of this song, y'all had to double check to see if y'all read it correctly. And you are not mistaken. Soulja actually has a song called Blow My Booty Hole. Now there are a lot of old school songs Soulja has that are my jams, and I've rocked with them since I was a kid. But one song that he has that I never thought was enjoyable was his song Booty Meat, which is actually a song that he put on his first album.
Girl, shake that booty meat, that booty meat, shake that booty meat.
That song for me is not even a song that's like so ridiculous to the point where it's funny. It's just flat out stupid, and Dunk is a way better song for that topic. But for this track, this man actually repeatedly says blow my booty hole for the entire hook, and I have no idea why he worded it this way. I'm surprised that this song has never popped up in any of those suspect lyrics or pause-worthy rap lyric videos that people be making. Like, this hook by Soulja is one of the most suspect things in the history of rap, and people act like this don't even exist. Now, the reason I brought up Booty Meat earlier is because this is pretty much the same track as Booty Meat. Both songs are just Soulja screaming about a girl having a lot of ass and how he wants the girl to dance on them, and then he gets very raunchy and explicit when he talks about how much he wants to smash this girl, and he goes into detail on what he wants her to do. I'll be damned if I show y'all any of the explicit lyrics, but just listen to the very first line of Soulja's first verse. I'm looking for Mrs. Super Sweet, I'm Mr. Booty Meat. Calling yourself Mr. Booty Meat is crazy. I get what he's saying. He's saying he gets a lot of ass from the girls, but he knows he could have worded that better. But if there's one thing that he couldn't have worded better, is in the middle of his verse when he said,
For real, now this shit ain't fake. Happy birthday, bitch, come get your birthday cake.
Come get your birthday cake is wild. It is so hard to defend Soulja Boy when it comes to stuff like this. These tracks be making me encourage the hate mob that thinks he's one of the worst rappers ever. I be like, yep, y'all right. Ice-T, you was right. This nigga single-handedly killed hip-hop. His little friend A-Rab is on the song too, of course. And the entire verse is A-Rab rapping like Stuntman from D4Well on the song Laffy Taffy. Here, A-Rab's verse is just taking parts of Stuntman's verse and him adding his own little parts to it. And it is so garbage. Come on, bitch, booty meat with chocolate. I like the way your ass shining like some icy white K-Swiss. This dude said this girl's ass is shining like a pair of white K-Swiss. There's legit nothing more I can say about this song. Blow My Booty Hole is legitimately one of the worst songs I've ever heard. And it's not even a guilty pleasure. Like, this song is just straight up really bad. And the fact that it's never brought up when talking about one of the worst rap songs ever, or at least one of the worst songs in Soulja Boy's catalog, is mind-boggling to me.
Oh, between your teeth. If you're hanging in the hood and you're hanging on the block, you better be in for them gunshot fire them straights.
All the real ones out there that was hip to the VH1 reality TV shows in the mid-2000s know exactly who this is. That boy, Stallionaire Chance from I Love New York. Yes, this is what I'm talking about right now for this entry. Back in the day, we got Flavor of Love, who had New York on it, and she was so special she got her own show, I Love New York. Then her show had the two brothers Real and Chance on it, and them two were so special that they got their own show. But point is, if you remember this time in the dating reality TV scene, then you know exactly who these two were, and that they used to call themselves the Stallionaires. I do have to say RIP to Real because he passed away 7 or 8 years ago, which is incredibly sad. Him and his brother made for some great television, but I have to be honest. These dudes' music was ass, bro. Like, straight up, these dudes made some whack ass music. This very song that I'm talking about, Streets, I found this because I said to myself, let me look up some of their music to see if they were really out here like that. And when I heard this, I was like, oh, I'm on his ass about this one. This entire track is about how dangerous the streets are, how there's thugs everywhere ready to rob you, there's bullets flying so you gotta watch your head, and how you simply gotta be careful with how you move because anything crazy can happen to you at any moment. Now the premise sounds fine, right? The issue with this song is that it has an entire happy, smiley, Nickelodeon Six Flags Elementary School field day sound to it. Hell, as soon as the song starts, he comes in with this la 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 la. And then when he starts the hook, y'all remember when I said how the song was about how gritty, dark, and evil the hood is? So he says on the hook, if you're hanging in the hood and you're hanging on the block, you best to be good before them gunshots pop. But listen to how upbeat and cheerful this song sounds when he says it.
You're hanging in the hood and you're hanging on the block. You best be in for them gunshots pop in the streets.
Bro, look at this shit. Why is this little girl dancing along to this like this is a Kids Bop music video? I know damn well she didn't know what this song was about because this isn't something to be cheerleading to. And you can hear the la 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 in the background the whole time. This is how this entire song is. Even the verses. The first line of the first verse is, beware for them gunshots popping. Every night, nigga, I've been dodging. So how can you go from, you better watch your back in the hood, man, because you can get robbed or killed at any moment, to singing, if you're hanging in the hood and you're hanging on the block, with this bubbly SpongeBob production in the back. When I found this song, I was like, yo, this song is ass. It has a dark topic, but the song is so happy and upbeat that it just makes you look at Chance like, dog, what is you doing? He gotta just stick to TV because music is definitely not his thing. After talking about Gorilla Zoe in my video of obscure songs that I grew up on and talking about how trash he was in there, I immediately was reminded of another song that he has that I remember growing up. And when I remember this song, I went, yo, I remember this. This song was terrible. I don't think people even know about this one. So when I was working on this video, I was like, I gotta throw this in here. And the song was Shit on Him from his Don't Feed the Animals album. Now, one slang term that I never thought was clever or funny is when people say that they're shitting on their haters. That slang term just simply means that you're doing things better than your haters. You got more money than them, you dress better, you got nicer cars, more girls, whatever it is. When you're doing better than your ops, you can say you're ishing on them. Even when Nicki Minaj said it, I didn't like it. Her song Did It On Them is one of her worst songs ever to me. Put your number twos in the air if you did it on them. Because you know number two means to take a ish. Whatever. Her song is ass and this one by Gorilla Zoe is too. From what I've heard, Gorilla Zoe has a strong case for being one of the worst rappers of all time. Him as a rapper is not hated on enough. Y'all been letting this man get away for being basic for years. So this entire track is about how much better he's doing than his haters, how he got more bread than them, better looking jewelry, pretty much everything that I just said. But he leans too much into the taking a dump on them wordplay to where the entire song comes off as childish, straight up childish. Before getting into the bars, another quick issue with this song is that he's auto-tuned up to the fullest. Gorilla Zoe does not ever need auto-tune in his lifetime, but listen to how this song sounds.
Spent the 50 on my bracelet.
I spent the 50 on my bracelet. Yeah. That nigga didn't even say bracelet. He said bracelet. That line right there instantly makes you go like, oh my goodness. Ugh. But it gets worse. Pepperoni, extra cheese, I need a pamper. The haters want to taste it, tell them might give them a sample. All you gotta do, nigga, is watch me ball. Diarrhea on you niggas like Niagara Falls. What the hell? Imagine that imagery. Actually, don't really imagine that because you're going to ruin your appetite. But diarrhea on you niggas like Niagara Falls? I just started showing y'all some of the lyrics, and do y'all already see what I'm talking about? This is the first verse, by the way. Everything I've shown y'all so far is in the first verse. So as soon as the song starts, you hear the hook and then this nonsense. But speaking of that, he says on the hook, I doo-doo, I boo-boo, I poo-poo, I shit on him. But of course, he says it with a melody to try to make it sound dope. I do do, I boo boo, I poo poo, I shit on them. I do do, I boo boo, I poo poo, I shit on them. That's the hook. And I really don't have to show y'all anything else because the second verse is no different. Because even when he's talking about how he's smashing hoes, he can't escape making it sound lame. You save them, I dismiss them. You love them, I just diss them. You eat them, I just shit them. X-lax them from my picture. Get it? Because X-lax is a pill you take that makes you poop more. Ha 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 ha. I promise you guys, I am not over exaggerating. I'm not trying to be funny. This is how this entire song is. Shout out to Dead End Hip Hop real quick because they made a video talking about who are rappers that can be considered a GOAT just based off of one song. They had one song that was very legendary that it instantly made them look like a great rapper. If they ever was to make the opposite version of that video, who's a rapper that can be considered some of the worst of all time off one song, they have to include this track by Gorilla Zoe and put him on that list. I do do, I boo boo, I poo poo, I shit on him. Like, this dude is pathetic. Oh man, I've been waiting to talk trash about this song, and I dare you Playboi Carti fans to try to defend this one. Playboi Carti in general is just a fascinating person who has a fascinating effect on music listeners. You either think he's horrible or you love this man's music because he makes you feel a way that nobody else feels. I don't feel either way about Playboi Carti because I don't listen to him at all, but what I can say is that I've been seeing how his fans act and how the perception around him has changed over the years. The thing with Carti is that even if you think he has whack lyrics and that he never really says anything in his tracks, the reason people love him so much is because not only does he have hard production, but he makes himself a part of the production. Having a fire beat isn't enough. You can't just hand a fire beat to anybody. So the artist still needs to have some type of infectious flows, some good melodies, a great voice. Something about you has to stand out to make the song enjoyable to listen to, regardless how fire the beat is. So even if someone thinks you're garbage lyrically, they can still enjoy your music because of the other things that you're doing. That's exactly why people love Carti. His ad-libs, the random ass sounds that he makes in the back. He makes himself part of the beat, and to a lot of people, it makes them laugh or they think it's catchy, and that's why they rock with him so much. The issue with Pull Up is that none of the things I just said applies to this song. It's the 12th track on his album Die Lit, and this track is just flat out really bad. The first time I heard Pull Up, I was actually impressed by how trash this song is. I was so fascinated, like, wow, like this is so bad to the point where I don't even think this is a real song. Like, it takes effort to make something this awful. The whole track is just repeated ad-libs and random ass sounds from Carti. All you hear is pull up, pull up, yeah, pull up, pull up. And when I say random sounds, this man is literally in the back the whole time going beep, beep, skirt, ma, yeah, yeah. I BS y'all not. Listen to the song for yourself. You gonna hear it beep, beep, the whole time. The verses ain't nothing either. He's just talking about getting his dick sucked and other miscellaneous stuff. There are way more ad-libs than there are regular lines. Bad bitch, ooh, what, pull up, ooh, what, Gucci, ooh, ooh, flip-flops, ooh, come speed, ooh, lockjaw, ooh, backflip, what, oh yeah, ooh, what, big bag, ooh, what, go y'all, ooh, yeah. You can hear a whole bunch of skirt and what, ooh, beep, beep. Bro, hearing this song and knowing that there are people who think this is fire is insane to me. I get that y'all love Carti, but if you letting this slide, then that just says a lot about your music taste. I'm sorry. I do understand that having great ad-libs and having a smooth melody can make somebody sound good. I just explained all that earlier. But when it comes to this song, it just feels like having a dope beat is all you niggas need. A rapper can the most ridiculous or the most basic words and to have a bunch of ad-libs throughout the track. As long as that beat goes crazy, all y'all gonna say is, this song is fire, man. It's so sad, bro. I found videos and other lists online of people ranking all Playboi Carti songs, or at least the songs from Die Lit, and Pull Up is hardly ever at the bottom. Which, if anything, if Pull Up is not at the bottom of Playboi Carti's discography, then his discography must be really bad if he has songs that are worse than this. Shout out to June Plug. He made a video ranking 60 Playboi Carti songs from worst to best, and he had Pull Up at 33. Shout out to Nathaniel Severa. He made a video ranking 60 Playboi Carti songs, and Pull Up was at 18. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Y'all telling me that Carti has 30 to 45 songs that's worse than Pull Up? How is that even possible, dog? Lastly, I gotta show y'all this one. Shout out to Abe James. He has a tier ranking video of what he thinks of all Playboi Carti songs. Watch what happens and listen to what he says when he gets to Pull Up.
Pull Up? Ooh, where am I gonna put Pull Up? Hold on, let me re-listen to this. Dude, this is one of his worst songs. I remember it now. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but like...
I gotta pause it right there. Dude said, oh yeah, I remember this song. This is one of Carti's worst songs ever. And then immediately after that said, I mean, like, it's a good song though. Like, no, nigga, stay 10 toes down on what you say. If you think the song is weak, then say that. Don't fight it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Pull Up like lower tier. Oh, the chat's mad at me about that one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is outrageous. He calls it a good song and then puts it in the F tier, and then the people in his chat are like, no, L take, you tripping. That song is fire. Seeing people defend this song is mind blowing. I've had some people share my sentiment and say that, oh yeah, the song is garbage, the song ridiculous, I don't like this either. But I've also seen a good amount of people saying, no, Pull Up is hard, that song is flames. And I just can't believe it. Man, I gotta work on that song ranking video for Carti, cause for all I know, I may listen to more of his music and find some songs that are so terrible, it's gonna make Pull Up seem legendary. Nigga, we gon' see.
Asshole in a bigger dick now. Don't believe me, bitch, look down.
Now, one thing I had to do for this video that I'm not proud of is that in order for me to get this picture that y'all are looking at right now on the screen, I had to type in word for word Big Sean Big Nut Bust on Google. And as soon as I got that picture, I cleared my history with the quickness. That was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done for a video. Now, y'all already know how I feel about Big Sean. I enjoy a good chunk of his songs. However, as someone who has sat down and listened to all of his music, I think the slander that he gets for being a corny and lame rapper is rightfully deserved, solely based off of the first half of his career. Sean did not become a good artist until Dark Sky Paradise. Although he had some bright spots before that, like the Detroit mixtape, overall, Big Sean's first several years in the rap game, 2007, 2014, this dude was pretty dorky, and I do not feel bad that people think he's a garbage rapper. But before the Detroit mixtape, one project that Sean had that he actually got a good amount of praise for, and his day one fans will tell you it's a classic project in his catalog, is Finally Famous 3. And yeah, while it has some songs like the notable Super Duper Lemonade, and the track I Almost Wrote You a Love Song is actually really great and one of the most underrated tracks he has, the final song on this project is called Big Nut Bust, which is easily one of the worst songs he has. And nobody brings this song up when talking about how bad of a rapper Sean used to be. Now, the issue with this song and early Big Sean in general is that his delivery is what makes a lot of his stuff cheesy. His whole I do it boy persona with his catchphrases and flows, all of that was a dark time for him. His bars are kind of similar to Eminem in that you can tell that he sat down and wrote these and thought they were clever. Let's go ahead and look at some of them. And I guarantee you somebody watching this video is going to be like, what you talking about? That was actually a nice bar. That was clever. At least it made sense. So let's see. Okay, she wobbledy, droppily, got her legs in an angle. That just looked like isosceles. I got her legs looking like an isosceles angle. Wow. These hoes crazy. All their jackets should be straightened. And my nigga sold Kane. He ain't need no old lady. Oh, you see the word play there? He said cane, as in cocaine, but he said no old ladies because old ladies typically have a cane.
Wow! Wow! No way, bro. No way.
The line right after this cane line is, okay, she is from Venus, but I bet I make it to Uranus. So he was just in the booth saying weak line after weak line. I'm a little off like a touch up while you getting butt jacking off to two girls eating one cup. I am with two girls sipping on one cup. Is this your way of flexing on people, dude? Like, this is so lame. While you're masturbating to two girls in one cup, I'm with two girls sipping on one cup. Ooh, Sean is going crazy on his haters. But all right. This next one is the last one that I'm gonna leave this man alone. His flow is pretty fast when he says this, so you might not catch what he said on the first listen. But here we go.
Your thinkers, okay, now hold there, man, hold up, them hoes, there was on my wall there, cause I'm luckily getting green up and down, left and right, I'm a fucking clover.
I'll tell you what he said. Now, whoa there, hold there, now hold up, Them hoes there was on my whoa there, cause I'm luckily getting green, up, down, left, and right. I'm a in clover. I'm luckily getting green, up, down, left, and right. I'm a clover. A 4-leaf clover is green and brings good luck, and green also means money. Look, if anybody thinks this line is fire, then you must think anything is fire. But stuff like this is why Sean was so disrespected in the early half of his career, because he would say stupid stuff like this, but he always had a group of people somewhere saying this was good wordplay. This reminds me of when Averb, y'all know Averb, my battle rap homies out there. This reminds me of when Averb was battling John and Don, and he said, I came in this game, made noise, woke niggas up early. I am a rooster.
I came in this game, made noise, woke niggas up early. I am a rooster.
That line is on the same level as this Big Sean one. These two lines go hand in hand to me. Either you think they're both nice or you think they both suck. I don't see how somebody can hear Averb line and think that's trash, but hear Big Sean say, I'm luckily getting green, up, down, left, and right. I'm a clover, and go, oh, hold on, that was actually nice. Big Nut Bust is a very ridiculous song with a corny theme and corny wordplay. Big Sean himself already gets a lot of slander, but this very song is horrible and does not get enough slander.
Outro, outro.